Welcome to another amazing 5-minute auto pairing. So we're on a bid 2088. Let's try quick B4 for an off. Oh, he's not letting me play that. Okay. Let me just play simply like this. Maybe H3 to stop bishop G4. Okay. So bishop H4 to G3. This looks comfortable for white, but can I... Oh, okay, if I exchange off there, I don't really want to exchange off there. What about knight E5? Try and play for F4. Okay, it's a bit weakening, but maybe it gives me some potential. Okay, so D takes. I mean, it's very, very solid. Very concerning how solid he is. What about knight E4 to D6? Can I tempt him to give up that bishop? Or knight D6 could be quite annoying. Maybe C3 and bishop C2. I know it's not very subtle. Bishop C2. So promoting G6, provoking G6 coming up. So bishop C2 and okay, he does G6. What about H4, H5 in advance, just to try and soften it up a bit more, this structure, this pawn structure. It's all about undermining the pawn structure, I think, around the king with bishop C2 to provoke G6. I think H5 and maybe bishop H4 later, bishop F6 at some point if the knight wasn't eyeing F6. Okay, it's going to kick my bishop to C2 anyway. I can't get my rooks in though, can I? I think I should get the H file. Yeah. So I can actually be annoying here. Doesn't really do much. Leave the queen there. Right, I'll leave the queen there to keep some tension. Bishop C2, queen G4 for bishop G6. That's a way of tickling G6, this structure. Bishop C2. What about rook D4 after? Try and switch a rook in. So I think the bishop needs to go here. Oh, A3. Okay, he hasn't played A3, so I'm going to take this opportunity to not have my queenside collapse so easily. Keep the knight out. I've got a clock advantage. I don't want his rook necessarily coming to D2. I don't know if I've got enough steam in my attack to support that. If takes and rook D8. He hasn't gone for that yet. I don't really want to play F4. What about this? I protect E5 for queen G4. The knight could come to D3. Well, it's bishop G6. That starts to be dangerous, surely. Then switching a rook via E4 should be quite good. So knight C5, if I play this for bishop G6, I know it's pretty crude stuff, but it's often dangerous. Knight D3, rook E3, bishop G6, and then later somehow switch a rook in. Oh, what about bishop H now for bishop F6, and then queen H. Oh, takes. He hasn't got queen G7, queen E8, bishop G7. That would be a pain, bishop G7. So just hold that thought for a moment. Maybe bishop F6 and then bishop G6. If bishop g7, yeah. Well, he could leave me a dangerous pawn on f6. There's also rook e3, so if I try for this dangerous pawn, would he actually go for that? Because then immediately bishop g6 surely is dangerous as well. Rook e3 also defends b4. If I can switch this, well, it's with tempo anyway. So rook h3, queen h4, queen h8. That would be very nice. So with tempo on the b3 knight, just nabs that pawn materialistically. Okay. No, f4, that might be justifiable here, but this diagonal. Queen g5 maybe is more solid for rook h3, and then queen h6 even if he took rook h6, be mating on h8. So if I'm going to play rook h3, the knight is attacked anyway. Is he going to give me time? Knight c5 to e4, I can snap it off and then still play queen h6, threatening queen h8, takes. It's a nice mating net, surely. Mind you, he's got queen e5. No, take queen e5 takes. I don't know. Looks pretty dangerous. Rook h3, queen h6 idea. Knight c5, rook h3, queen h6, queen e5. Well, it's queen g7. Queen takes g7, mate. Okay, he's got queen f4. He's ruining the fun. Takes queen f4. So I'll take the queen instead. Well, actually, queen f4. I'll just take his knight on b3. I'll just do that. He hasn't got rook f4, I'll just take that. So he hasn't got queen f4. Right, so I can just take the knight on b3. Okay, he stopped getting mated, but he is a piece down. Can I just take here and then take that c3 pawn, protect the bishop? So rook c6 takes. Okay, what do I want to do here? Clock advantage. Just hit his c6 pawn. Right. No, f3, just deny the rook. Oh, rook f4. What about g3 then? g3 for a moment. Okay, it's pin there. It takes. I've got to get out of the way. Improve my king a little bit. Bring it here. So king e3. Actually, rook c5 is on the cards. I'm going to stop e5. Bishop g2 could be useful. Bishop c4. I'm going to piece up. Should I be worried too much? Piece up. I can get rid of this rook.
Check.
I've still got play. Yeah, I should be concerned. It's got a bit of play. Right, it's not mating me or anything though.
Check.
At the moment. Bishop e6 for f7. Rook a8. Isn't king e5 almost winning there? b3, king e6. I could try that. It's a bit radical. b3, king e6. These pawns come in. What about king e5 first? There's king e3. Okay. I can't see what else to do though. Bishop b5, isn't that simple? For bishop e8, that's a simple way, surely. If I want to get this pawn queened, just bishop e8. Okay, yeah, it's an interesting game. It's slightly better, yeah. And so 94, I mean, comfortably better. I think you missed the chance for undermining my structure on the queen side. With a3 here. Yes, that's what I thought. a3. It's beautifully aligned for a3. What do I do here? I think I blundered here with something horrible. After this, I have to deal with this. I have to take. It looks terrible to take. I mean, for not maintaining tension, but I think I have to in light of that. Black's just better after a3. He didn't play that. He let me off the hook. I can even take here apparently. That looks strange. I wouldn't consider that normally because, but apparently this, everything's just dropping off. c6 is dropping off. So there's a point to it. This is okay as well for white. It looks pretty dangerous. Now bishop g6 was on the cards here. So I thought bishop g7 was the defense. This is amazing. Why is bishop takes g6 on the cards? Sorry, bishop g7 I just take on here. Oh, of course, that's easy then. Yeah, there's no... Let's have a look at this. Takes...
Check.
Here he goes queen g7. There's not much going on here. He hasn't got anything going on here. Plus 6. And if he goes bishop g7, I just take on e8.
Check.
And if he goes king h8, bishop f6, short, I just take on here. Or even bishop f6
Check.
first. Okay,
Check.
It was an easy tactic I missed. Whoops. And now he's solid. And now I'm back in the driving seat, I think. Oh no, I wasn't. Knight d4 could have saved him. That looks good for this. So here, if he just takes, I was check.
Check.
Queen f4. Could all be a different story if knight d4, but this is dangerous now again for him. I can just take, yeah, as in the game. But these possibilities I was seeing with the knight moving, I thought just rook h3 here is threatening this. Let's just show this somehow. If here, I just want to show you that tactic I saw just visually. Queen h6 is mating. It's mating free. It is mating free. So if it takes this, this will be unstoppable on h8. I can throw in this, but it just delays. So yeah, his king safety was compromised there. And now it's should be quite easy. A piece up with the clock advantage. I think this pawn's also a major
Check.
thing somehow.
Check.
I was looking at bishop e6 here. It's probably a lot of things might work because this is this position. I was just wondering about his pawns though. If he just gets his pawns going. No, apparently rook c1 there. So he has to be careful even in this position. If I go like this though, I mean I could easily lose this if I queen this and he's got these two connected past pawns. So this would require something accurate, mega accurate. It's just totally unnecessary to sack the bishop, so I'm glad I didn't do that. I mean he was short on time, but it's totally unnecessary to play like that. But it's just simple. This b pawn's not by itself going to be a danger. It's when the two connected past pawns, you know, come in. Okay, comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.